fuzz. We got a live one here. Think Lixil decks will be viable in Immortal. So, like, I can't say I picture the Lixil decks doing anything objectively broken or being particularly interactive. It depends on how the format winds up looking after these first couple of big events, but like if Titania's Majesty and Hideous Conversion are just like format staples, I can't imagine there's a Lixil deck that keeps up with those consistently. Did the stream just start up? We've been going for 2 hours. I just started recording. We just pivoted decks. So we played about an hour with Sapphire, Ruby, McBombus in Immortal, and then we played an hour before that with Blood Ruby Vampires in Standard. I think it seems fine. We have to go turn 2 Shardsworn into turn 3 Underworld Officer here. Yes, Strangle is a big hit for Elixir. That is exactly correct. The upgrades she got were medium. Might Singer Kaigalichu. Interesting. So, Might Singer is a card that says, at the start of your turn, if you have 5 wild thresholds, you get +5/+5 permanently. And whenever you gain a wild threshold, the top card of your deck is a troop, you draw a card. Double block. If my opponent wants to spend a removal spell on half this troop, I'm okay with that. This attack signifies a removal spell. And if they, oh, fuck. Okay, well, I didn't care if they spent like a Strangle or a Cheap Shot, but it didn't occur to me that I had one in my hand, so that's a little awkward, but like, I think that's still correct to do what I just did there. Oh, jeez. So I should have Herofalled him, it looks like. I mean, these decks go long a lot of the time, right? Yeah, I'm not taking this trade here, so that's a good attack. Put some spiders in their deck. Well, their champ power lets me play Rizzix out this turn. I think I want to just do that. Yeah. But I brewed with Viridian yet. I've not worked on anything and constructed with that card to date. Sweet. No troops on top of their deck. We're still 2 thresholds away from these being scary. We've got 8 unblockable power here, 9 with this Tribunal Magistrate, so they're technically dead in 2 if they don't have a piece of interaction. In before Croc. We could get Croc, you're not wrong. Not. Huh. Yeah, I'm okay with this trade, I think. This is trading Might Singer plus Lackey for my Rizzix. Okay, like, deal. You have a Cheap Shot, so it's like Might Singer plus half a Cheap Shot for my Rizzix. I guess slightly less good for me, but I think it's still fine, right? I mean, the tank on Cheap Shot now? Yeah, like, I feel like that exchange was, like, fine. Okay, that feels bad. But they were going to get to do that regardless, right? Play Tribunal Magistrate out here past the turn. This might be the wrong champion for this deck. I don't know. We've got a lot of poopers, right? Could have been a Garg buff. Okay, that's reasonable. Hit a spider. Damn. So they've got 5 spiders in their deck right now. Deploy. This has sack and unblockable. Sweet. So that's a good Herofall target. Take 2. Hopefully we could draw like a Shardsworn here so we can have something to sacrifice to this. It's unfortunate. Just take out the rabbits. There's 7 eggs in their deck now. This makes their deck a touch smaller. The fact that they got the second one out of our hand with the Herofall was pretty big beating here. Just gonna Herofall this. Let's get these out of here. Wow, they have a third Might Singer in their deck. Okay. Okay, yep. This can block this conveniently, which is nice. And we're only taking 3 next turn. If they're bold enough to hit their champ power next turn, we're going to have a pretty good chance of getting some eggs out of here. Oh, we can't. You're right. It got Hero Fallen. We get some eggs here at least? God bless. Yeah, look at all those eggs. Say we're getting. Oh, God, that's bold. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, yeah, you play another troop out. You do it. Yeah, put a couple eggs in my deck, deal. Block. I'm just supposed to take 1 and play around Strangle here, I think. I think we're far enough ahead now with all these eggs. I'm gonna attack with all these nerds here, and then I'm gonna champ power and gain 3 and draw a card. Hashtag all the unblockables. Yeah, I mean, like, if they have Might Singer, they're like 10 out of 10 on Croc, right? Like, Croc's one of the bigger payoffs for being mostly wild. Alright, they're dead on board. This deck's for 4/10. Yep. Eager Lucky, sure. Doesn't look like they have piece removal. Profane Ritualist, sure. Doesn't do anything. DOB, bud. DOB. I'm gonna block now because if they have Strangle, they can Strangle the Underworld Officer. No, you're talking about possible +3 damage versus guaranteed 2 damage. That doesn't seem worth it at all. Like the upside is +1 damage, the downside is -2 damage. That doesn't seem like a reasonable gamble in the slightest to me. I'm gonna cut my 4th Magistrate and my 4th Tribunal, or my 4th Officer. I'm gonna bring in 3 Gemborns here. Do I want Strangles? I've got 4 Herofall and 4 Transmog. That's probably fine. Dread Factory might be a touch slow. Yeah, submit like this. Because of the Might Singer build, I might not want all these Malices. I definitely want to grind a little bit. Let's try that. Bring in 1 more piece of removal. How many resources am I on? 1325. This is probably fine. Let's give this a go. This is technically more removal. Gemborn. It seems pretty reasonable, right? We have to go Shardsworn into Officer, and then we can cycle this coin later if we don't need it. Yeah, so 10 out of 10 leading on Blood Shard here, so that way we can cycle this down the line. I am just a simple man who likes to draw a lot of cards. I will not lie. And you know what? Even after getting one of these taken out of our hand last game, I am 10 out of 10 double blocking this card if they attack with it this turn. It's like we don't have one in our hand for them to punish us, and just like them spending a removal spell on half of our 2-drop, like that sounds great to me, as opposed to like adding more pressure to the board this turn. I called last time. I'm definitely calling this time. You want to Herofall me again? Do it. Nope, just trade. Sweet. I think maybe they thought because I called last time I wasn't going to call this time, perhaps. That's a little annoying. Alright, so I think I'm just doing this. I don't actually have any double Sapphire cards in my deck, so I think I'm just going to do that. Oh, you know what? The board of this deck might want a couple of Consult the Magistrates. Or Consult the Silver Talon, or Consult, whatever, the draw 3 card. Yeah, he's even in the other room. That screeching was from the other room. So I didn't play my 3-drop out here because I don't want to run the risk of them taking my Transmogrifade away here. So I'm just going to cycle these Necropolis Coins plus Transmogrifade this princess this turn, I think. Smith, sure. So turn to the 2/3 flyer with life drain into just a 2/2. Sounds fine to me. Yep. Ruby Wild's actually not... If you don't have, like, wildfires, Ruby Wild's pretty bad in this limited format. It's not... Consult does not draw a little bit of cards, right? Like, it's some mad card draw on that Mamma Jamma. 10 out of 10 playing the Tribunal Magistrate here. And the reason why I want to play a 3-drop here is according to the Shardsworn, because the next turn we can play our 5th resource and have a double card turn. I suppose there could have been merit to, like, Shardsworn, make Dreadlings, crack for 2, sack the one that survived afterwards to draw a card, but I think I'd rather... Right, there's the Herofall, yep. And again, glad we trimmed the 4th copy for that reason, so it's less likely to be in our hand. Yeah, I'm going to lead on Shardsworn here. I think... I want to make Dreadlings too, that's awkward. Yeah, I'm just going to play this, and I'm going to sack the Depth Crawler. Sack the Shardsworn? Yeah, sack the Shardsworn, actually, since they both have the same gem. That's a good pickup. Next turn we get to go Officer plus Gemborn Prowler here. Ooh, we hit a Spooter as well, God bless. Yeah, well, Ruby in general in this format, the power of your Ruby decks in this format is going to directly correlate to how good your pack 5 is. Your set 5 pack is. Excuse me. I'm going to block here, I think. Just gives this one more counter towards that. Yep. Left from that. Huh. Just want to activate this? You think I do? Crack you for 3, and then I can sack 1 post-combat here. So we'll go ahead and activate that. So this gives all my other troops plus 3 power. Well, that's real good. And then, as soon as this deals damage, it reverts back into the other mode. Pavia as you can, sure. Yep, that's dead. So this is indestructible. So that deals damage, so it reverts. Just go 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, it seems fine. We'll play this out and then pass the turn here. Okay, let's see what their attacks are here. Let's go ahead and void this. And this has... Oh, deploy, I can sacrifice. Huh, do I actually want to save this then? Yeah, I probably do, right? Because I can sacrifice this to the Gemborn. I didn't think about that. That's a pretty good draw. Yeah, so we'll play the Gemborn out. And then we sacrifice the Depth Crawler to it because it has the socketed powers of that Runeer. So this will become a 6/6, and then these will both trigger because I sacrificed the Depth Crawler, so this will become an 8/6. Man, is this just like another completely reasonable deck in the standard format? I'm just like playing powerful cards and neat combinations. Alright, 6 power for 2, go. Your move, that's all I got. Oh, and these things make dreadlings too, so like, yeah. Yeah, they do. So these things each make 2 dreadlings. They need like misery here or they're dead. Oh, look. A 10 power guy because of these dormant ones. I don't think they had a good line here to get out of this. Dormant one's real good against these decks. Wait, how did that die? Oh, they sacrificed it to the Runeer. Got it. They're just dead then, right? Like, I activate this. And, like, they can't block this, and they can only block... 2... Okay, they're not strictly dead, right? Oh, they are strictly dead because of this coin. They're gonna block these 2. Yeah, because they'll go to 1 from this attack, and then we'll cycle the coin and kill them. Not to mention we got some 9/6s here, but we'll just like nickel and dime them out of the game here. Hey! Don't attack your brother. It's not uh-oh when you attack him on purpose. Uh-oh, it's not an uh-oh. Alright. Oh my god, pay to win, right? Cycling kill the best kill. Yep, just like take your dollar bills and just like... I feel like I want like 2 consults in here just so we can like draw some cards when we need to. I don't think I ever want a 4th Gemborn Prowler. Maybe this 6 of these is overkill as well. Let's do that for now. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on exactly, but play at least one more match here. See how long it takes. Ada the Apparitionist here. So for 5 charges, my opponent's champion summons 2 phantoms. Pretty easy mulligan here. Hand just doesn't do anything until the 3rd turn of the game, and even then we don't have both of our thresholds. That's okay. Got Dread Factory and Malice in it for a little bit of grind. Okay, so opponent playing Sapphire Diamond, it looks like. Indigo Trickster. When this deals damage to opposing champion, transform a random card in their hand into a different one with the same thresholds. Alright, what do I want with this? I think I want a blood? I see that being wrong. Sounds a little medium. It's possible I have too many Dread Factories in the deck that just, like, 3 of them is too many. So three Malice might be too many, too. I might only want 2 of each of these, honestly. Because they're a little bit awkward in games like this. I might just want like a touch more action on the lower end of my curve. Or maybe even just like 2 main deck consults. Whoa, that's... Okay. So this is going to take one of our cards away into something else, and then that's going to give him a Valor. Now I have a Pain Breeder. Okay, let's do that. Do I want to play Tribunal Magistrate here? I really don't want to risk losing my Herofall, so I think I'm just going to Herofall this Hero of Legend. Well, look at the flavor on that Herofall. Just like, it's such a flavor win when you Herofall a Hero of Legend. Oh, hold on 1 second. I need to go remove my children from each other. Yeah, you think you're funny? I think your hair's funny looking, kid. Yep. Please turn my Pain Breeder into something else. Oh no! Oh no, I have a hatcher. Okay, these kind of work together, I guess. Rizzix, which I can't play yet. I guess we just play Tribunal Magistrate here. So this can block one of these 2 now, at least. They're getting some phantoms in the air here. Maybe they'll turn Rizzix into something castable. If we can just, like, survive this game out until we get the Malice Dread Factory going, we should be in a good spot. Okay, that's a pretty good one, right? Like, Dece plus even? That's a fantastic draw as well. I'm going to go ahead and exhaust this. And then I'm going to sacrifice it to draw a card. Gain a life, hit a resource here, hopefully. That is not the resource I was looking for. I wanted a non-slow shard so I could do this and exhaust the Dreadlings, but it's better than missing. Taking a lot of damages here. Yep, they give themselves flying. Oh, so we're just taking 5, 8, 9, 10 here. Down to 6. Yeah, I think we're dead. Scale of 1 to dead. Looks like we're sliding pretty solidly toward the dead side of the scale. That Transmog is real loose, right? Like, you could have given me a flying troop technically there. Yeah, I think the dragon's gonna be too slow because we stumbled for too long. Yeah, we stumbled for a little bit too long this game. Our hand didn't do a whole lot. We drew a lot of the cards that just like don't interact with the board that we have in our deck. Yeah, pretty dead. So let's go ahead and concede here. Gemborn sounds excellent because our opponent's got tricksters and Whatever else. Strangle sounds great. Dormant One's pretty medium against their deck with Transmog in it. Dread Factory's kind of bad. Malice probably isn't great. Do I want any Malices? Probably not. Do I have other cards to bring in? So this is a sign of a board that's not well built, right? Like I have too many cards to cut and not enough cards to bring in. That's why we got it on screen. Almost asked for Deckles. I'm going to split the Malice and the Dormant Ones 1-1, I think, here. Dormant One's like, okay, they aren't always going to have the answer to it. I don't know if something borrowed's good enough. We can't recast their things that they're playing out. So that card's like mostly there's like a grindy card for like the blood matchups. I can see just bringing in the consults being okay here too. This hand's decent, right? It's got like Skittering Cultivator into Tribunal Magistrate, like okay curve. Shard in the first couple draws here. Alright, second Skittering Cultivator is fine, because that means if we brick on a resource next turn, we still have something to do. Ding. Alright, so... yeah, I think it's just Tribunal Magistrate here, right? 10 out of 10. Hey, Dino. You like double Totem Trap here? Okay, that's kind of funny, right? Like, that's kind of funny. Now I'm gonna play the Skittering Cultivator since I have a Dread Factory to exhaust it with. We boarded all of these out, but, you know. Good guy OP. It's gonna, you know, like I said, savor the flavor, boys and girls. Savor the flavor. Gonna stack up the counters on this, I think, ASAP. Stack one of these to draw a card, hopefully hit a resource. Miss, but that's fine. Nice, Echoes. Alright, so that was a mistake on my part. I didn't think about them having Silver Talon Adjudicator. That's a reason to have waited on... makes our Dreadlings larger. Play this. Need a resource here. Let's go ahead and crack for 7. I guess this is a free block, so I just shouldn't have done it. I get to exhaust this to the Dread Factory, though, so it really doesn't matter. I'm going to exhaust this now because I don't have any speed guys, and as I transmog this into a non-troop, I want to make sure I get my 5th counter on here. What is their 3-cost play here? Ardent Crusader. Sign me up. We on the prowl, boys and girls. We on the prowl. Consult. That's pretty good. Oh, they hit a spooter, though. That's good for us. Gonna get a lot of spooters here. Gemborn. Just get him out of there. Void target, socketed card. Go ahead and play the Shardsworn here. We're gonna smash with the squad. Both of those have the Dreadling activation on them. Sounds good. So, crack for 7 here, down to 10. Between these Transmogs and the Herofall, we should be able to tempo our opponent out enough, I think, to win the game. Scouring Light. Alright, well, I'm glad I boarded down on my constants. Needs Clash. Yeah, he does need Clash. You're not wrong. Death with 1,000 cuts, right? Alright, well, let's transmog that. You move a 1-1, and then make some Dreadlings here. And then smash with the squad. Yep. He's going to trade with this 1-1 here, and then take 8 down to 2. When we go to a third game here, I think I'm going to cut all my constants, just because they have Scouring Light in their deck. They probably have multiple Scouring Lights in their deck. Okay, that's fine. You have a couple daughters. Yeah, this card's pretty beautiful. Yep. Into a Death Seeker, sure. Alright, so that takes some of our pressure off, which is a little unfortunate. End step will Transmogrifade one of these daughters. Could have re-transmogged the sniper there. That seems loose. Rizzix. Alright, that seems decent plus. I'm gonna go ahead and transmog this other one here, and then smash with the squad. Yeah, I'm just gonna smash. Trade off boards here, basically. Coin top deck would be decent. You're not wrong. Decent plus even. So they need to block at least this guy. Oh, you tiny monster. Do not try and unplug my computer, tiny monster. You want to say hi to the internet, tiny monster? Hi, internet. My name is Declan. I am adorable. Get to play our unblocker Rooney here. Stop grabbing my cord. Stop grabbing my cord. You are the tiniest of monsters. Alright, so now he's got to get rid of 2 things here, or kill me. Wasn't Herofall the win? Only had to stop 1 blocker. Was it? Yeah, I might have miscounted there. He goes block. Oh yeah, he was only at 2. Yeah, good call. Stop it. Wait, he had 3 blockers. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. Remember, there's no justice in the world, so we won anyways. Take out Malice and take out Dormant One, and I'm bringing in 2 consults. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Just like blank the Scouring Lights that they're bringing in. They did have an open resource. Yeah. And they showed us Transmog. They had an open resource and they showed us Transmog. I actually didn't count if it was lethal or not, but I should have. I don't know if it's correct to go for it there. Might not be. I guess all of our guys only had 1 power, so like going for it there is probably fairly conservative. And don't blame the small monkey egg, he got you right. Oh, this hand is so good with a Sapphire. So good with a Sapphire. This hand's medium. We don't have a Vennen right now for this to make a threshold. We've got spot removal, though. We've got a coin to cycle away here. Oh, right, that card. I'll play this out. Yeah, I think we're just gonna end up strangling this. How hard is it for this deck to splash Diamond for Angel of Judgment on 6? Way too slow? Yeah, that sounds way too slow. Our entire deck is like 3 costs and less. Just gonna strangle this dork. Oh, like how fitting. We strangled a Coyote. Llama Herder, sure. I think if we miss a Vennen, we're cycling this. Ooh. And we hit like a professional. Do I want to just play this out this turn? Do you think I do? I think I want to just play this out. This blocks this. Although I could also see it being reasonable, like, Llama Herder's probably a multiple of in their deck. This card's pretty powerful. It might be right to just, like, Herofall this into Herofall their next play and just, like, keep playing a controlling role until we eventually, like, catch back up a little bit. Leave the Coyotes alone. You have a Totem Trap in your deck? Totem Trap punishes this block, right? Transmog, sure. Lucky, lucky. So that could have gone really poorly for them. Okay, yep, there's 3 of them. I'm going to play this coin out on the off chance that they don't have another resource and they draw a Silver Talon Adjudicator. Okay, that gives them their Threshold activation. Champion activation is a little bit bad for us. Hopefully we can find like a Warpsteel Shardsworn or something here. Daughter, sure. It's a card we're going to be happy to Herofall. Yep. It's pretty good. Trickster, sure. Playing multiple Trickster, that's weird. Huh. So I can just play this and then Transmog. I feel like they're going to have a bunch of removals, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill this. They could turn this into a... There aren't that many things this can turn into. So, like, if they hit this again, this could turn into the Soulcursed Dragon. And actually, boarding the Soulcursed Dragon might not be a bad idea in this deck. So, like, board bigger against these Diamond aggressive decks. Like, that card's pretty reasonable against Kaigalichu as well. I'm gonna go ahead and Transmog this Hero of Legend before damage here that denies them a Valor off of this and means they can't have a chance to take this away. This is just a 2/2. Okay. Wait, did they turn one of the cards in my hand into the same card it already was? That's kind of funny. Oh, shoot. Transformer. Oh, it's a non-resource. Okay, I was like, wait, I should leave that there so they could possibly not get this. I'm going to play Rizzix out. Races, I guess. I feel like I don't have quite enough idiots in my deck to leverage Takehiro's power, so I should probably either be getting more idiots into my deck or be playing a different champion. It's very possible this could just be a Dreaming Fox deck, honestly. Or possibly a Gorn deck with all of these unblockables that I have, but feels like Dreaming Fox could be kind of reasonable. It's burying us with these consults. That's really unfortunate. Yep. Yep. Alright, I just Shardsworn. Send me up. Okay. Gorn's just so bad, and it's such a low starting life total. He's got a Transmog too. It's rude. If we can dodge removal on this, maybe this stalls the board up a little bit for us, so we can kind of stay in this game. This is still Ardent too. Gross. You transmogging me before damage again? God, he's so greedy. I wish he'd get punished for doing that. Deal. I guess that technically doesn't matter, right? He still just got rid of it. Vamp Python. When an opponent is dealt damage, gain a life. Okay. I think I activate this. Crack for 2 here, and then draw a card with my chant power. I definitely think I want something like Ryaalinth in the board of my deck. Yeah, we're pretty dead here. We're pretty dead. Let's take a look at the main deck on the sideboard of this, the reserves. See how they feel. So the Dread Factories and the Malices seem a little bit medium. I'd kind of like, if we're going to stay with Takahiro here, I would like some more crappy troops at the bottom end of my curve. You probably don't have enough actions to make Thunderfield Seer reasonable. Only got 8 actions. Is Theraz bad? I think so. Like, if we don't have enough idiots for Takahiro to sacrifice, we probably don't have enough idiots consistently for that to be good. We could just play some naive lackeys. It, like, works nicely with Dread Factory, but that's, like, all that really plays nice with. I guess it's, like, kind of okay with Dormant One. Bloodbearer is not a card I really want to be sacrificing. Exarch of the Egg might not be the worst. It's another card to help enable the Silk for us. It just, like, blocks okay, and it's just, like, an all-around reasonable Hex card. Oh, Bloat Cap? Each opponent chooses a discarded card? That card's kind of funny. Egg Blight Afflictor. Death Cry. Nah, before we played something like Egg Blight Afflictor, right, we'd play, no, that's probably not even true. I was gonna say we could play... We could also just do something like this and, like, go off the Takahiro plan and, like, play some Vampire Princes here in the deck. It doesn't synergize with Underworld Officer, but it's just, like, a good quality card that's, like, a must-answer threat. It's another card that helps us put idiots onto the board early and apply pressure. We can play a couple, Consult the Talons in our main deck. Generate some velocity. I still don't know that we're a Gorn deck, right? Like, that seems super medium. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna, like, go back to my failsafe and just, like, when in doubt, play Treebig Fox. What are the cards? I said I wanted a couple of Ryaalinths in the board. That seems fine against these mid-range troop decks where we board in a little bit more removal, like where the boards go up like they did last game. Yeah, don't need a third Dormant. Nah, I probably want a third Dormant One for the Kaigalichu decks. This card just gives those decks fits. It'll, like, make all of our idiots much, much better. Haven't played Jimmy Fox in a while. Yeah, that's true. That's why it's an old standby, right? Something borrowed's probably too cute. We do this. What are our counts here? Got 14 Sapphire, and I've got 8. This is 12. I got 19 blood. Yeah, that's probably fine. 12 and 7. Hi. Alright, let's play one more with these changes, and then I'm going to call it a day. Your bike doesn't drive very well on pillows, Declan. Would you like help? There you go. Is there ever a deck that wants to go really hard with 4 main deck Dormant Ones? Maybe. So, like, the problem with Dormant One, while it's an extremely powerful card, is that it doesn't generate a board impact on its own. And if you don't already have other stuff going on, it's just kind of a liability. So, like, it's only good in conjunction with other things that you could already be doing. In general, when you build constructed decks especially, you want to be focusing on cards that are individually powerful as opposed to synergies, because when you try to focus on synergies, when your synergies don't come together, your deck is just as a whole will be super weak. Yes, it's not a card that's strong on its own. It's tough. It's good in conjunction with other things. Yeah, exactly. Similar to Dread Factory and Zenthos Malice too, right? Like the first game we lost against that Ardent deck, like we just like drew too many of our cards that were like individually weak and didn't have enough cards that could like help set them up, and we just didn't go anywhere, right? I hear you. You're very loud. Hope everyone's having a good morning, after your night, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your Tuesday here with us. We battle some Hex TCG Standard Constructed. If you're new to the stream and you're enjoying yourself, I encourage you to show a little support by using that follow button there on your screen. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my work. If you're really enjoying what you see and you want to help me produce more of this content, you can do so in a couple different ways. The first is by subscribing on Twitch for $4.99 a month or becoming a patron on Patreon. There's information below the stream, or if you're on mobile, you tap the screen and press the little I button for that. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsor, who is hexprimal.com. They would love to sell you some Hex TCG singles, and if you buy cards from them with the code Jeff5, not only will you save 5% on your order, but you will also be helping my content here. Man, this is super awk, but I think we're keeping it. This technically makes a Vennen, but we don't have a first Vennen to make Sapphire to play this. So if we draw a Vennen or a Sapphire here, this hand goes off, basically. Hex Colin with the 14-month resubscription. It's a long time. Thank you for the continued support. Welcome back. That's sad. All right. Well, you know. Are there 4 cheap shots in your deck? There are not any cheap shots in the deck. In fact, you can see the deck list on the left side of the screen there. Oh, did your brother change the channel? He grabbed the remote and changed the channel? Say, take the remote away from him, Daddy's a monster. Do they ever publish player quantity statistics anywhere? I feel like queue times have picked up over the last month or two. Alright, so we're going to play this out. I'm going to go ahead and play Underworld Officer, I think, just to be resource efficient here. So this is a 2/2 that's unblockable that gets +1 power when it attacks for each Underworld troop we control. Llama Herder, okay. We're both just like playing the best draft decks in our colors. Man, if I get outflanked, I'm gonna be pissed. God bless. Alright, I think we just do this and then play this other Underworld Officer out. And then next turn we can go Warpsteel Shardsworn, which will give both of these +2 power. So this one hits for 4 here. And then next turn both of these will hit for 6. And we're winning this race by a good margin here if they don't have removal. Thank you for streaming the Mono Sapphire deck. I gave it a try. It moved from rank 208 to 93 in the last week. Nice, Monty. Congrats. Can't take credit for building that one. That was Zaki. They put that one together. We just added the best card out of set 5 to it, Warpsteel Shardsworn. This card's real good. The deck seems very powerful, though. Orbakulan, yep. Free block. Colin with the quality link. Okay, play the Shardsworn out here. Then we can play this out and put some spiders in their deck since this will make a Vennen for us. We're not dead on board, which is nice, considering they're going to be dead on board here in a second on our next turn. I'm going to go ahead and play this Dormant One out, so whenever one of our troops dies. This is a card that's going to come out in this matchup. It's not an individually powerful card, and we're definitely more of a controlling deck. I have a link to the Sapphire deck. There is a giant button that says Hex Decks in the stream information. You can click on that and find all of my decks that I stream with on occasion here. You can also click on my YouTube channel button, which is a big button in the stream information. You can find videos with the deck list displayed underneath them, as well as on screen during the YouTube videos. Ooh, the end step bonus llama. Okay, we need to not die this turn, and one of these two things needs to live here. Jacob, don't touch the TV. Don't touch the TV, or I'm gonna move you away from it. He's got 2 1-drop conscripts in his hand right now. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm gonna jump the 4/4 just in case things go sideways. This is standard construction that we are playing right now. That is correct. It's the same difference whether this is in play or not for the Underworld Officers because the Dormant One triggers there. Gust Mage, sure, that's probably a conscript. So they should just be dead here. Both these officers kill them. They could have Shard Ward exactly. Draw some cards here to start. Okay, they were just dead. They were waiting for it. So like I said, I'm going to board the Dormant Ones out because I think on average they're probably not going to be particularly good. Extra Strangles can come in and probably Ryaalinth against the troop-based deck. Probably don't want these Consult the Talons. Maybe Rizzix is a little bit slow and clunky. Have the little bit top end tier instead of our top end tier. Seems fine. I'm going to submit here. This is going to be our last match of the afternoon, folks. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out all day. We've been going for about 3.5 hours now. Remember, I'll be back on Thursday afternoon starting about noon Central Standard Time. If you want more content from myself after I head off today, you can check out my YouTube channel that I mentioned a few minutes ago. It's linked in the stream information below. There's lots of videos on there that are not only archives of my streams, but there's original YouTube content up there. I post new Hex draft videos every single day on there if you're into Hex Limited. Would you like to get down? Help, yep. The natives are growing restless, so... yeah, seems good, right? We get to go Skittering Cultivator on 2 into Underworld or Tribunal Magistrate, depending on how aggressive my opponent's draw is and whether or not I want to start pressuring them or be a little bit more defensive. So Rizzix is a card we haven't really looked at. We played him a couple times. He's a 4/4 unblockable for 3, but he has the drawback. You can only play him if there's 3 or more cards in the same crypt. So, usually takes a little while to play him out. Wait, when did we become Drooping Fox? Before this last match. We didn't quite have enough idiots for Takahiro. Carvel Gaming with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. Welcome. I'm going to jam Skittering Cultivator out here and then pass the turn. Declan has discovered a roll of paper towels, which I'm going to go take from him before he throws them all over my basement. Oh, that's gross. So he's got second Llama Herder. He gets to Diligence. He gets to exhaust this one with the first one. And then he's going to get 2 Llamas next turn. That's pretty good. We get to block, but we are definitely going to be on the losing side of this race. I think I need to just Herofall this, honestly. Because they almost certainly have more Llama Herders in their deck. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to Herofall one of these so only get 1 Llama next turn. I mean, it's not like we have an entire basement full of toys that they're surrounded by, right? And we found the light switch. In case anyone wondering, my power is fine. They only have 2 Llama Herders in their deck. Okay, interesting. So next turn, we can play this Sapphire and then play this Tribunal Magistrate, which gives all of my spiders +1 power for each Vennen we control. And this is a Vennen, and this is a Vennen, and this makes Dreadlings, which are spiders. So this will make my Dreadlings 3/1s. And then the Dreadlings will die at end of turn, which will allow me to play Rizzix the following turn, which is sweet. So they're going to get to exhaust both of these and make this a 4/4 and crack me for 4. See if they have another troop to play out here or not. Yep. That. Tribunal Magistrate, which takes us from 3 power to 7 power. No, you can't play with paper towels. We will go upstairs and play with new toys after Dad finishes this match. You have to be patient, Declan. Patience. Alright. And then Rizzix is another Vennen, so next turn my Dreadlings will be 4 power when they attack, which is great. And we will have some unblockable troops that can hopefully, you know, clean up. Apply a little bit of pressure with the Dreadlings. Yep, okay, that's pretty good. So he probably wants to exhaust this, and that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to 14 here. Seems reasonable. There might have been merit to just strangling this last turn, but I really wanted to apply pressure. 10 out of 10 strangling at this. Or hopefully we draw a non-slow shard so we can strangle plus Rizzix. Ding, the fries are done. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Underworld Officer is actually more power than Rizzix next turn, right? Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna go. Oh crap! He's got that stupid diligence protection thing that we could have gotten blown out by. Didn't get blown out by, not punished, so feels good. We should have attacked first. Should have attacked first there. I'm going to go ahead and play Underworld Officer because this gets plus power for every Underworld troop we control when it attacks. And we already have 2 of those. This is a 4 power attacker. And then if we play another Officer next, this is a 5 power. And if we draw a non-slow shard, we can Rizzix, so it's 6 power. Just dies, yep. That being said, there was probably merit to playing the Rizzix there because it could block better, but it ended up working out that we weren't going to be able to block in the first place, so hopefully we hit a non-slow shard here and get to go Idiot Idiot, or we draw 2 drops so we can double card next turn. Notably, they still don't have their second Sapphire threshold here, so they can't actually activate their champion power just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and crack for 7, or for 3 here, put them to 7. Busted limited deck, right? Yeah, we both have pretty good limited decks. I think Underworld Officer is more correct here. It means we can have them dead next turn, basically, right? I believe so. It doesn't block these very well, but I don't think we really need to block those. Ugh. Be in a little bit of trouble there regardless. We're going to go ahead and transmog his 2-3 here. It'll be a copycat at worst. Best it'll be a berry pouch. There's a berry pouch. Sweet. Go down to 4 here. The internet great. It's like people all over the world hanging out. Cycle this, see what we get. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack with the Dreadlings here because I really don't want to die next turn. Like, on the off chance he didn't block here, we could have gone coin to kill him, but I'm pretty sure he kept this back because he was going to block the Skittering Cultivator with it. It kind of sucks that we're not going to be able to... use Skittering Cultivator to make Dreadlings next turn. Children, you're monsters. Yeah, you're a little growling monster. You little growling monster. Oh, come on! Alright, we're going to game 3. I get it. One more game. It's the last game, children. This one's for all the melons. It's for all the melons. Yeah, what's it called? The llama herders just got out in front of us too much that game. I had a chance where I could have strangled one of them a turn sooner than I did, and that was probably the mistake. We let him like get an extra llama out of it, and that extra llama was enough pressure to we weren't able to race. Worth noting that I would have drawn 2 more cards that game if I'd have been Takahiro, and I would have had a similar amount of life, so... Yeah. So, Champion definitely could have bit us there. I saved, right? I think I saved. That's fine. It's like not super exciting, but it's fine. This is a hand where like Takahiro would be better again. And we got Skittering Cultivators. Whenever we have one of our 2-drops, Skittering Cultivator or Shardsworn, like Takahiro is just better than Dreaming Fox. So like maybe my gut that we should have been Takahiro is right. Maybe honestly I just want like a couple of Dread Botanist or something awkward like that to make Takahiro marginally better. Or a couple of Naive Lackey like someone else suggested earlier. Naive Lackey like has power and toughness with Dread, or with what's it called, the constant out. Immediate regret for having played out our coin on 1 as we draw our 4th resource for the game. That being said, let's get our skitterings going. Tomb Swap. Tomb Swap could be okay. Yeah, actually, Tomb Swap seems sweet, right? It, like, rebuys one of our threats, and it's, like, fodder for the Takahiro in the mid-game. Yeah, it actually seems really good. Good call. I don't really care about this card just yet. It's not going to deal damage to us, so I'm just going to attack in, so that way we can trigger our Diligence next turn. I'll play with the second Skittering Cultivator. Opponent gets to activate their champion power this turn. Tweaky tree, you know. Can toddlers dish out punishment that is anything other than cruel and unusual, really? The old Battle Scrivener. Yep. Yep. Our battle is scrivened. Indeed. Man, can we erase that? Okay, there's a Ryaalinth. We boarded out the consults. I think this could have been a consult, right? What were you saying about good limited decks, right? Our limited decks are great. Do I want to strangle one of these idiots? I feel like I want to just strangle that one. Nah. I'm going to save the strangle for post Ryaalinth. We really don't have a very good mix of like payoff cards and clunky cards in this deck, right? It feels like we keep getting up like awkward mixes of like things that like are payoffs and things that enable those payoffs. Once again, we'd be up a card by this point in the game if we'd have had Takahiro as our champion. Okay, him killing that means this Ryaalinth is more likely to live, which is nice. Detect for 2 here. It feels bad. I'm pretty sure I just have to leave this back to block a Quash Ridge Tusker here, so... Like, if we could draw a card with Takahiro here, we'd be in a better position to have hit our 5th resource to play the Ryaalinth on time. Young Seer, sure. Declan Scott. Yeah, so the Quash can't attack here. We get to go ahead and block. I'm being attacked on all sides! Alright, let's draw a non-slow shard here for Ryaalinth. Ding. So, if we would have been on Takahiro, we'd have gotten to that shard last turn. Like, hopefully Ryaalinth is still going to be good enough here. Alright, Jake. Dad is evicting you until he's done with this game. He's almost done. Out we go, boys. It's probably them reading what Soulcursed does. So, for the reviewers at home, when Ryaalinth comes into play, all of my opponent's troops gain the text Soulcursed. And what Soulcursed says, when one Soulcursed troop dies, all the Soulcursed troops die. So, if any one of my opponent's 5 troops bite it, they're all going to bite it. And we have a Strangle next turn to enable them biting it. So one of their 4 cards right now is a 1-cost Ardent Troop from the Blessed Scout. Let's see if they got removal for Ryaalinth. Yep. Right. So they bind their conscript from this. They have the Chastise for the Ryaalinth, so that means they can attack with 1, 2, 3 guys this turn. If they attack with everything, then I don't even have to spend a removal spell. I just, like, block the Orbiculon and then take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to 17 and their board dies. Alright, show me your trick. Got Blindside. Well, 10 out of 10 make them play a trick here rather than... Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Okay, that explains why they didn't attack with this one, but they attacked with that one. Coins readies it, so it gets to become a 4/4. Sweet. That didn't cost them a card, so that was bad for us. That's fine. That's, what's about to happen to them is very bad for them. Let's target the 0-1. Let's see if they have another piece of... They don't. Sweet. What champ was the guy using the Tactician deck? One eye open. 3 charges, ready all of your troops. Battle Scrivener, sure. So we're two resources away here from Dreaming Fox doing his thing. That being said, pretty sure I actually want to cycle this coin. Because we're going to hit the resources eventually, and I'd rather just have as few resources as possible. Just, like, have the most actual action. Yeah, like that. So, like, hit that. Grab another. That being said, the 2 Ryaalinths on the board did exactly what I wanted them to do in a mid-range type matchup like this. It's like, my opponent's creature deck went wide, and then the Ryaalinth cleaned everything up for us. Like, the closest thing we have to a sweeper in this current format. And it was a one-sided sweeper. Yeah, one eye open enables you to have some, like, really nuts starts. Alright. We're in the shards are good, non-shards are good portion of the game, because a shard means we get to activate our champion power, and non-shards like Rizzix mean we get to play Rizzix, so... I think I'm actually going to... Nah, I'm not going to transmog that. I think it very easily turn into something with more power than that, and this means this can't attack. I feel like the average card quality on our deck's a little bit higher than our opponents at this point, so... I'm just going to let them do their thing. Ten out of 10 blocking if they attack. Yep. Attack for 4 here. We'll strangle this every single time. I probably should have strangled before I attack, right? This guy's unblockable, but I just want to get this off the table now, and I want to have the least amount of chance to draw away like a halt or a way to protect this thing. Windswim. Okay. Weird. They didn't diligence that. That's like a free diligence, right? Just like gain the end of life. Pretty happy to get a Strangle Windswim rather than a threat or my Oracle Song down the line, though. So, glass half full. Tribunal Magistrate, sign me up. Blocks their 1/4. So their 1/4 gets to keep attacking every turn and diligencing the game in 3 life, but the 0/5 means it won't be dealing damage to us, so we're effectively like hitting them for 1 and they're hitting us for 0. So when this readies on their turn, they're going to gain 3 life here. No attack is strange. It's a free attack into a free block, and you get life. At any rate, I'm just going to go ahead and attack with this Rizzix, and then we'll play this Vampire Prince out, and hopefully keep applying pressure. Right, we added 4 Vampire Prince into the deck, and then, like, this is the first game we drawed them in this set. These have been pretty long games, too, right? Oh, that's why we didn't do that. Sure. And these are stunned now, so they won't ready during my next turn. Deal. Not really applying pressure. They must have a resource in their hand. I can't imagine you activate this unless you have anything other than a resource in your hand. Wow, did they loot? Wow, they looted a spell. Weird. That seems loose. Got a little stunned animation here with our stars. Second Tribunal Magistrate out here. So now whenever my opponent plays a card, if this resolves, they'll get to put 4 eggs into their deck. I think I'm actually gonna transmog this guy just so he stops gaining life. Like it's making our clock just so slow that they're gaining 3 life every. Okay, that's kind of funny, right? Like the old transmog them into something else they're playing. But if they want to play random 1-drops on it that probably aren't very good and put 4 eggs in their deck for every 1-drop they play, more power to them. Yeah, Youngseer, get 4 eggs. Like one of those spiders pops, they're gonna get plus 6 power because they've got 3 Vennen twice. Actually, thinking about it, Vampire Prince is a combo with putting eggs in their deck, right? Because he's like milling cards over, so like we're more likely to get to our eggs faster. Huh. Activate this. Make some 9/1s. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Vennen. Oh, Entangling Web, sure. They said GG in chat. They know the writing's on the wall, but they are not technically dead for a couple more turns. Rats. No spiders. They get 2 more turns here. And again, we just like never used our champion power this game. Like would be up 2 cards and have only one less point of life if we'd have been playing Takahiro. $2K Platinum Angel of Dawns. Yep. That card came way down. Have you been? I haven't used this last life catch. I've been well, Shiny's Duck. Hex released their newest expansion a couple months back, and I've basically just been playing this nonstop. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the afternoon, folks. Thanks again for everyone for watching all afternoon. I will catch y'all around later. I'll be back on Thursday afternoon with some more Hex TCG. Peace.